The language of the liturgy here means something much more than just translations. The language of the liturgy is all the ways in which the liturgy speaks to us through its different seasons and colours, its rituals, gestures, movements, beauty, stillnesses, songs and silences. These impact on our senses, on our memories, on our minds and hearts, and create an environment for contemplative awareness and surrender to the mystery. In the presence of mystery, our responding depends on language that can never say it all. What God is doing is always more marvellous than what we can say. There's always a gap between what we know in faith and how we express it. That's why the language of the liturgy involves ritual, symbols, art, posture, gesture, attentive listening, and stillness more than it involves words. In fact, wordiness can kill the conversation. And we shouldn't underestimate the importance of silence. Some years ago, the New Zealand bishops published a little catechesis on the liturgy called Exploring the Liturgy. And it said this, I quote, "If the words and symbols of the liturgy are to penetrate the depths of our consciousness, we need silence. If God is to speak to our hearts and transform our lives, we need silence. If we're to be deeply aware of those around us as brothers and sisters, we need silence." Unquote. We should feel the need for silence, especially after each reading, after the homily, and after Holy Communion. The Church's furnishings also speak to us. The main furnishings are the table of the Word and the altar, which stand as partners in our celebration of Word and Sacrament. Because they focus our attention on what is central to the Church's liturgy, they shouldn't have to compete with statues and holy pictures or the tabernacle for our attention. Those things all have their rightful place in the Church. It's just that they're not usually part of the liturgy. The liturgy is also spoken through music, which is why the songs of the liturgy need to be the songs of the liturgy, not just other songs at the liturgy. It needs to be music that people can sing and enjoy singing. Special motifs sung by a choir at appropriate times can also help to create the atmosphere that heightens our awareness of the mystery of God's presence among us. Choirs misuse their position, however, when they become intrusive and oppressive. The liturgy is not the time or place for concert performances. This is not what the congregation has come for, and it's not good liturgy. It was in order to rid the Church of concert performances that Pope Pius IX, as far back as 1903, encouraged simple plain chant. And the general instruction of the Roman Missal, which is the paramount set of norms for guiding the liturgy, it specifies that, and I quote, "In the design of each church, the music group should be so located that its character as truly part of this gathered people, this gathered community, with a special function to carry out, stands out clearly." They need to be seen to be part of the congregation. And it says the location should also assist the choir to exercise its function of leading the people. Unquote.